All right, I'm gonna get started right now. So we'll start in the upright position. Draw in that belly button, really soften your knees, and big inhale, and big exhale. Big inhale, and big exhale. We're gonna do two more. Inhale, and exhale. Last time, inhale, and exhale. Now I want you to take one elbow, draw up and reach down, and then come back to center. Draw up, reach down your leg, and back to center. Pulling up with the elbow and reaching down your leg. Just getting some spine mobility before we start. Nice and gentle. Now if you have a lot of flexibility in that lower back, you can go quite deep into the stretch. If you don't have a lot of flexibility, you just come down as far as you're able to. We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2, and last one, back to center. Now I want you to roll your shoulders back. Nice big round circles. And release it right here, back to center. Now the other side, draw the elbow up as you reach down your leg. Think about pressing that belly button right into your spine throughout all of the workout today. Giving that lower back lots of support. Feel free to have water anytime during the workout today. Let's go just a little deeper if you can for 4, 3, 2, last one coming up right here, back to center. Now I want you to roll the shoulders forward and feel a nice release in the upper back. Last one coming up right here. Again, reset, big inhale, big exhale, step together. We're just gonna do a little movement and then we're gonna come down to our mats, cross the heel in front, making sure our bodies are warmed up a little. Now I want you to draw the knees right and directly in front of you. And while you do that, think about lifting up through your spine and relaxing your arms down. Just focusing on that lower body and placing your feet gently on the floor. Now I want you to angle the knee to the corner and open up that hip joint. Lifting up. Think about drawing your heels slightly forward, feeling the opening of your hips. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now knees forward. 4, 3, 2. To the corner. Open. And forward. Last time. To the corner. Now I want you to bring your heels to your bottom. So lift up. Keeping the upper body nice and comfortable. Focusing on the lower body. That's it. Now back to step touch. This time we're going to use our arms. So I want you to draw through the center, create some tension, warming up the upper body. Remember, you might be a little bit of forward flexion right here. So make sure that core is drawn in. Now bring your heel forward and pull down. Big range of movement with the arms. Pulling down. Keep that spine nice and long. Now keep the big range of movement with your arms. Same movement, now lift the knee up. That's it, nice work. Now take the arms out so it's wide and you're drawing in with your elbows. Reaching to the corners and drawing in with your elbows. Now take the knee to the corners. There you go. Let's do 4 forward, ready? So 4, 3, 2, and to the corners. 4, 3, 2, forward. Corner. Last time, forward. Corner. Taking the heel to the back and big range of movement with your arms. There you go. Feel that body warming up. And bring it back to that step touch. Pulling through, right here. Now I want you to take your legs nice and wide, relax the arms. And just marching nice and wide. Keep the upper body nice and relaxed. Step in and out, in and out. Nice work. Now hold it in and just march on the spot. I want you to have a little water right now, and then I want you to bring yourself down to the mat. We're going to start on the floor, and we're going to start with our bridges. And we're going to go through a whole series of exercises based on that bridge. So have some water. Lie back on your mat. Draw your heels towards your glutes. Now, if you find that your hamstrings are really contracted in this position, take your feet a little further apart. But if you're not having any discomfort in your hamstring, bring them really close. Now, what I want you to do is draw your belly button in first. Place your hands gently on your mat. Draw your hip towards the ceiling and create a lovely arch in the lower back right here. Now, hold this position and think about drawing your knees away from your hip. So draw them away. Feel the activation through your glutes. And now I want you to gently bring the shoulder blades a little closer together. So roll gently side to side and bring the shoulder blades a little closer together. And notice how you're able to even have a bigger arch in that lower back. Now hold it, feel the activation. We're going to very slowly come out of this position. So dropping the hip down, slow release. And once again, resting the buttocks on the mat. We're going to go through that series again. Ready? Inhale, exhale, draw up. Draw the knees away from the chest, toward your shoulders. Nice work. Keep lifting. Really activate your glutes. Shoulder blades close together. Maintain a strong arch. Feel the recruitment of your glutes, stabilizing and ready to come out. Exhale and slow release. Now we're going to do exactly the same movement. We're just going to pick up the tempo a little bit. Don't go fast, but pick it up. So drive up and release slowly. Drive up, recruit the core, and release slowly. Drive up, press the knees away from the shoulders, and release slowly. Nice work. Keep going. Really activating your glutes and your hamstrings as you drive up. And just tapping with the buttocks on the way down. Keeping the recruitment of that core. Nice shallow breathing. Draw up. Down. We're going to do 4 more of these. 4. Slow on your release. 3. Slow release. 2. Slow release. This is the last one. Drive up and release. Bring one knee into your chest, then the other knee into your chest, and just gently rocking side to side. We're going to come back to the bridges. This time we're going to add a pulse at the top. So we're going to do a whole series of exercises based on the bridge. So there's lots of variations. Now, at any time you need a break, or your lower back, or your hamstrings get too tight, I want you to come back to this. Roll both knees into your chest and gently rock side to side. All right, let's go back. Draw the heels close to your glutes. Drive up. Press the knees away. Draw the shoulder blades a little closer together. Create that nice strong arch. Now in this position, you're not going to release the glutes down to the bottom. You're just going to release them about 1 inch. That's it. So drop and lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Every time you lift, see if you can go a little higher. So small drop, and then see if you can lift a little higher. Small drop, and lift a little higher. Small drop, and lift a little higher. That's it. Nice work. Exhale as you lift. Small release. Exhale as you lift. small release. Exhale as you lift, small release. Now this time I want you to exhale, lift. Lift just a little more. Now hold. Hold this position. Recruit that core. Nice shallow breathing. Holding. Now from this position, I want you to lift up. Not down, but up. Ready? Up. Up. And small release. Up. Small release. Up. Small release. Up. Small release. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Yes, you can. Hold. 4, 3, 2, slow release. All the way down to the mat. Draw one knee in, the other knee in, and gentle rocking side to side. Feel free to grab some water if you need some. All right, now we're going to go to single leg lifts with the bridge. So let's come back to that. Start with your bridge, heels close to the butt. Now you're going to extend one leg and you're going to flex your foot. Then you're going to lift into that bridge. Ready? Draw up and hold. Hold this position. Now I want you to lift just a little higher. That's it. Hold it up and maintain that position. Maintaining that nice strong arch. Feel the glute activated, particularly one side. The leg that's on the floor is doing all of the heavy lifting here. Okay, now ready for your release. 3, 2, slow release. Leg goes down, other leg goes up. Strong flexion through the foot. Really flex your foot. Ready? We're going to exhale and drive up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, drive up. Now drive up a little more. Yes, that's where I want you to hold it, right there. Feel the activation of your glute and your hamstring. And the leg on the floor. Keep the flexion in the foot on the leg that's extended towards the ceiling. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and slow release. Nice work. Place the foot on the floor. Ready? Let's go to the other side. Flexion through the foot. You're going to drive through that heel. Ready? Exhale and lift up. Now, lift. Lift up a little more. Can you lift up even higher? Just a little higher. There you go. Now hold. Shallow breathing. Maintain that contraction. Beautiful. Feel the activation of that lower back. Drive the hip right up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, and slow release. Place the foot on the floor, other side, extend, flexion through the foot. Now, ready to drive up, exhale and press up towards the ceiling. Press up a little more and give me just a tiny bit more. Beautiful, hold it right there. Hold, shallow breathing. That's it, you can do it, keep holding. On the count of 4, 3, 2, slow release. Place your foot on the floor, draw one knee in and the other knee in. A nice gentle rocking. Again, have some water if you need some. We're still working on our bridges. You're going to get so many variations to one exercise. All right, let's start from the beginning. Heels close to the glutes if you can, right here. Now drive up, draw your knees away, tuck those shoulders close together, and drive up a little more. Remember, this is where we started, right here. Now, hold this position, lift one leg, and just extend it so that that leg is about the same height as your knee on the opposite leg. That's all you're doing. Now, I want you to take that leg, and I want you to flex through the foot. Yes. Now lift up just a little more and hold. Feel the engagement of your quadricep, the top of the leg, on the leg that's on the floor. 3, 2, release, and slowly drop down. Ready? All right, let's do the other side. Both feet on the floor, drive the hip towards the ceiling, create that strong bridge. Go a little bit deeper Bring the shoulder blades closer together. Draw your knees away from your shoulders right here. Now remember, we're transferring weight onto one side and we're extending the other leg. So lift the other leg. It's the same height as your bent knee. Don't bring it up here. I want it at the same height. Yes. Feel the recruitment through your core. Now flex your foot, add a little weight onto the end. And now lift up. Yes. Hold. Breathe through it. 4, 3, 2, release the leg, release the buttocks, draw both knees into the chest together. And now I want you to lift your buttocks off the floor. So you're actually creating a nice little curve in the lower back. Feel the relief when you do that. We're going to repeat this exercise. All right, let's bring it back. Feet close to your glutes. Ready? Exhale, drive up. Shh. Draw the belly button in. Get those shoulders close. Draw your knees away from your shoulders, holding that beautiful arch in the lower back. Now, transfer your weight over to one side and extend the other leg. Make sure the leg is the same height as your bent knee. Now, flex your foot. Beautiful. The only difference here is we're going to drive up like we did before. Drive up now and lift and lower. Lift and lower. That's it. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You've got 4 more. 4. Yes, you can. 3, 2, 1. Stabilize. Return the foot to the floor and slowly release and draw both knees into your chest and lift that lower back off the floor, or your buttocks off the floor at least. Feel that curve. Feel the release. All right, ready for the other side? Place both feet on the floor. Ready? Exhale, draw up. Exhale, draw up a little more. Shoulders close together, knees floating apart. Transfer your weight over to one side, the opposite side now. Extend that leg. Same height as your bent knee. Now flex your foot. Now lift up just a little more. That's it. Now really feel the recruitment of your glutes. Now you're going to lift towards the ceiling and lower to your start position. Slow movement. We're not going for speed. We're going for recruitment of every muscle in that lower body and stabilizing through our core, and our back is really activated. Can you give me 2 more? 1 and 2. Beautiful. Release, drop the hip down and draw both knees into your chest and gently rock side to side. Yes, you're really feeling your hamstrings on that one. Beautiful job, you guys. Okay, now place your hands on top of your knees. You're gonna like this one. Lift your legs away from your hamstrings. Draw your knees into your chest and create a nice big circle. Draw in and around. Loosening up your hip, loosening up your hamstring and your quad. Hold in the center right here. Beautiful. And other direction. Nice big circles. Creating egg beaters. Anytime you need a break, I want you to come back to these, your egg beaters. So rather than just lying and not doing anything, let's use these as our transition or modification to exercise if you need that break. All right, draw them in. Now, extend one leg and release it onto the floor. Extend the other leg up. Now, I want you to relax your foot. Don't flex it, just keep it very comfortable, neutral position. Place your hands right next to your hip, and you're gonna roll up with your shoulders. So roll up towards that knee. That's it. Lift your shoulders off the floor. Now, the leg that's on the floor, lift that heel just a little bit off the floor. So you're floating above the floor with your extended leg, and the other leg is towards the ceiling. Your shoulders are curled up and you're contracting through your core. And I want you to breathe through this one. Now, exchange the position. Switch your legs. Yeah. Hold, keep reaching with your fingertips. Exchange, hold. You're pressing that lower back into the floor if you have any discomfort. Otherwise, you have a nice little arch in that lower back. Give me one more, switch. Now, release your shoulders first and bend the top knee and then draw the other knee in and hold and gentle rock side to side. We're going to do that over again. Ready? All right. One leg to the ceiling, the other foot on the floor. So that's your option. Your modification is not to lift this leg up from the floor. You can keep it down and just alternate your legs. If you want to activate and work a little harder, you're going to float that heel up, but not yet. Ready? Big exhale. Roll the shoulders up. Shh. Reach towards your heel on the floor. Now, as you lift this toe towards the ceiling, you're lifting the other foot about 2 inches off the floor. Feel the activation in the lower part of the abdomen, your transverse right here. Really strong and activated. Keep the shoulders up. Ready to switch? 1. Draw that heel up. Nice little hamstring stretch while you're at it. Switch. 2. Keep reaching. Switch. 3. Yes, you can. Last one. Switch. 4. Long legs. All right, release the shoulders first. Draw this knee in second. Draw the other knee in and gentle rolling. Great work. Really nice work. Okay, now let's extend both legs onto the floor. Your heels are on the floor, your body is nice and long, and this is what I want you to make sure. That you have a nice little arch in the lower back. So take one hand, see if you can tuck it underneath that lower back. We call that a neutral spine. You're going to maintain that neutral spine if you can. Now, if you have discomfort in your lower back, I want you to actually draw in the belly button and push the lower back into the mat. If that doesn't help, then you're going to draw your knees into your chest and do the gentle rocking or your egg beaters. All right, so we have that nice neutral spine. I want you to draw these shoulders and I want you to curl up. Ready? Hands just above the mat. Ready? Inhale, exhale, and lift them up. Yes, hold, got them. And then come up a little further. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, and reach towards your toes. So here's the thing, hold that position. If you find that extended legs are a little too intense for you, bend your knees. Do exactly the same workout, bending your knees. So let's do that. Go back. This time I'm doing it with my knees bent. Arms above your head, reach. Now, lift the shoulders first. Roll up slowly. Reach, 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 reach. Come all the way forward. Knees bent if you like. Reaching forward. And then slowly coming back. Remember, the option for increasing the intensity is to have both legs extended and slowly come back. All right? Let's do it together. You choose which option works for you. So, hands come up above the chest. Roll the shoulders. And reach for the toes, and this should feel really good as you reach forward. Now slowly release back. Activate that core. Recruit that core. Arms above the head. Beautiful, take it back. Then arms come above the chest. And slowly recruiting that core and reaching forward. Remember, the modification is bending your knees. You're still getting fantastic workout doing that. We're going to do one more together. Slow on the release. Ready? All right. Curl up. Reach for the toes. Now I want you to hold it here. If your knees are bent, you're still holding it here. All right, where you are. Now, I want you just to float back until you feel engagement through that core, wherever that is for you. Ready? Hold. For me, it's right here. Some of you can come back further. Some of you need to be more upright. And remember, your option is bent knees. All right, hold it right here. Now, bring your fingertips together. Yes, then increase the intensity of the exercise. Now, you're going to keep that elbow one to the ceiling, one to the side. Yes, right there. Other side. One side. Elbow up towards the ceiling, other elbow towards the floor, other side. Elbows up and up. Two more. One, knees bent if you like. And two. Now, everyone bend your knees, grab hold of your hamstring, and gently lift your body up. And lengthen through your spine as you draw your shoulders down. All right, nice work. Now, let's go on to the side. I want you to feel free to come all the way down and support your head, or all the way down right here, so that there's no supporting of your head. Your head is actually resting on your bicep. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. If you have a pillow, you can tuck one underneath your shoulder. Now, we're starting from both legs extended and a nice long straight spine. Then you're going to bend your knees and draw them slightly forward. Stack one knee on top of the other. Make sure your hip is square. Take your fingers, create 10 fingers, and place them in front so that your hip is slightly drawn forward. So that's your start position. You're going to lock your feet together. You're going to lift the top and then release it. We call these clamshells. Lift and release them. Now here's the thing. When you're lifting and opening, you're not rotating your hip. So your hip is very stable. It stays in one position. The only movement is coming from the opening and closing of your legs. Your hips are locked into position. What you're going to notice is that you're using the side of your glutes, your gluteus medius, and your abductors, the outside of your leg, to do the work. Now release both knees down. Now I want you to take your feet that are locked together and lift them off the floor. Hold them together, and now do the same movement. Open and close. Open and close. Nice work. Recruit that core, draw the belly button in. Open and close. Keep your hips stable. A lot of us, when we lift and open our top leg, start to rotate back and open the hip. Keep the hip pressed forward as you open and close. We're trying to activate the abductors on the outside of your leg and your gluteus medius on the side of the glutes, right here. All the while creating stability through the core. Draw that belly button in. That's it. Yes, you're going to feel it. You should be starting to feel it now, or maybe you felt it about a minute ago or two. Now, we're going to release that knee down right here and lower the legs. Now, I want you to keep the bottom leg where it is, but extend the top leg. So your top leg is drawn right out. Now you're going to rotate. This is the most important part. Rotate your toe towards the floor. So you're leading with your heel and your toes towards the floor. Again, 10 fingertips, hips slightly forward. In this position, you're just going to lift up and down. Lift up and down. This looks so easy until you do it. And when you do it, you become really acutely aware of all of the work happening on the outside of the leg. You feel the contraction every time you lift. Maintain control on your release. So rather than dropping down, you're actually just slowly taking it through a range of movement. Working on the way up, working on the way down. That's it. Up and down. Nice work. Up and down. Now I want you to hold it up, and this is where you're not going to like me very much. Point your toe and little circles. Yes, it really feels that uncomfortable. Stay with me, little circles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're feeling your gluteus medius right now. Remember when we were doing our bridges, we activated the glutes? That was the big glute muscle, your gluteus maximus. Okay, little circles, other direction. Now we're working the side of your glutes as well as all of the muscles on the outside of the leg. We're not letting any of those muscles relax. Oh yes, I know. 3, 2, And one beautiful drop. Draw that knee gently into your chest and feel the release of your glutes and your hamstrings and your abductors. Yeah, stay right where you are. Take that knee, drop it in front of you, give yourself a little stretch. Yep, that was hard. All right, we're gonna do exactly the same on the other side. So you're gonna have to flip over, and while you're flipping over, have a little bit of water. It looks so relaxing, doesn't it? And then you start doing the work. All right, stabilize that core, draw the belly button in. Now, one knee on top of the other, draw the knees like a clamshell, lock your feet together. We're lifting the top leg, opening the clamshell, and then lowering. Remember, we're working on the way up, and we're slowing down the movement on the way down. So we're not dropping the leg, we're actually using that range of movement to get wonderful recruitment of muscles. Keep the hips stable, movement coming from the opening, closing. Now, keep that knee down. Lift both feet away from the mat. Lock your feet together. They are glued together, they're not going to move. In this position, you're going to open and close again. There you go. Keep that core strong and recruited. Now, don't forget about your breathing. You can have nice shallow breathing throughout. Providing your muscles with oxygen while they contract. Settle your shoulders. Relax the upper body. Our focus is on the lower body, and in particular, your abductors on the outside of your leg and your gluteus medius, right here. Yep, I know you feel it. Give me one more. Release, lower your feet. Now, keep the lower leg exactly where it is. Extend the top leg and rotate your toe towards the floor. Okay, this is your starting position. Make sure your hip is stacked, and actually preferably your top hip slightly rotated forward with your fingertips in front of you in 10 hands. Now from this position, you're lifting up and down. You're going to notice that you don't have a huge range of movement. If you do, it means you're doing it incorrectly. So if you have a big range of movement, it means that you draw your hip back and you're opening up your hip and you're able to use your hip flexor. But if you draw your hip forward and you limit the recruitment of the hip flexor and you force the outside of the leg to do the work and your gluteus medius, the range of movement is really restricted. And absolutely you feel it. Often you'll feel one leg a little more than the other. So if you need a break, draw that knee into your chest, take a break. Nobody even knows you're doing it. That's what's so great about Zoom. You're in your own little bubble and you can do whatever you like. We're just guiding you through it. You take a break and modify whatever you like. If you prefer to bend your knee and do the same movement, bend your knee and do the same movement. Whatever works for you. All right, now we're going to hold it here, point the toe, and little round circles. Yes, your muscle is fatigued, and yes, it's really recruiting. Feel that contraction, I know you do. All right, let's go to the other direction. Keep going. Nice shallow breathing. 3, 2, 1. Draw that knee gently towards your chest. Oh, that feels good. Right there. Now, take that knee and rest it on your mat. And if you like, give yourself a little personal massage of that area that you worked really hard. All right, now you're going to come upright. Have a little more water. I know I keep stressing water because I'm finding a lot of people are dehydrated. All right, now both knees on the floor. Now for this one, if you have a mat and if this bothers your knees, just roll up your mat. Roll it up so you have lots of cushioning. You don't need to have discomfort in your knees. It's unnecessary. So you can roll it up so you have a nice cushy base for your knees. Now, hands directly below your shoulders right here. Draw your belly button in. Now we're going to start focusing once again on the gluteus maximus and the hamstring. Okay, so from this position, you're going to take one leg, you're going to draw up, extend that leg just above hip height, not super high, just above hip height, and draw in. Draw up and draw in. Draw up and draw in. Keep your hips square. Draw that belly button into your spine. That's it, beautiful. Now, I want you to flex your foot. So as you extend the leg, you're now drawing through the heel and then drawing in. Drawing through your heel and drawing in. Beautiful range of movement, really good. Keeping a strong core. That's it. Give me 4 more of these. Slow and deliberate. Remember, we're lifting up and then slowly releasing, maintaining control of the extension and the release. We've got 2 more. 1 and 2. Draw in right here. Draw back into child's pose. Reaching forward with your fingertips, drop your head through your arms. And once again, coming back to tabletop. Separate those fingers. Give yourself a lot of stability in the upper body. Okay, we're going to the other leg. Ready? So extend, draw in, extend, draw in. You're not actually dropping your knee to the, placing your knee and transferring weight onto your mat. We're just tapping the knee down before we extend. Now, flexion through your foot. Drive through your heel as you draw back. Really nice range of movement. Drawing in and driving back. Drawing in and driving back. That's it, beautiful. Give me 4 more. Keep the hips square. Exhale as you extend. This is your last one. And then we're going to come back into that nice relaxing child's pose. Fingertips forward, roll your hip back. Feel a wonderful stretch through your hip and through all of the muscles in the upper body. Again, always pressing that belly button into your spine. Come back to tabletop. Place your hands below the shoulders. Nice wide fingers. Now, we're going to come into a bent knee extension. So right here, my foot actually is in neutral. I'm not driving through my heel. I'm just placing my leg behind. So you have a nice contracted hamstring in that position. So take it back. From here, you're going to lift up and release, lift up and release, lift up and release. I want you to give me quite a short range of movement. So we're not going for big range, we're actually going for quite a short range. Just loading the hamstring and your glutes. Now, flex that foot and do the same exact movement. Keep your hips square. Yes, you're feeling your shoulders a little bit because your upper body's activated, giving you lots of support and stability. That's it, beautiful. Now we're going to do a stronger range of movement. So what you're going to do is you're going to drive up through your heel and then bring your knee towards your chest. Drive up and bring your knee towards the chest. Drive up and bring your knee towards the chest. That's it, beautiful. Keep that knee bent. Drive up, yes. There you go. Beautiful. You're going to do 8 more. 8. 7, that's it. Don't increase the pace. Keep it nice and slow. Remember, working on the way up and on the way down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold the knee in, hold the knee right here, and then release it and come back into child's pose. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Okay, coming back up. Now, we're doing the opposite side. Okay, knees below the hip. Other leg comes up. bending at the knee, neutral foot to start with. So you're going to drop and shorten the range of movement, square out your hip to the floor, and lifting up towards the ceiling. If you feel any really tightness through the hamstring or any cramping, you just keep going. You just bring the knee in and you come back to child's pose. That's your modification or your break. And you can do that anytime you like. Now, flexion through the foot and same short range of movement. Feel the activation of your glutes and your hamstring. That's it. Draw the belly button into your spine. Lots of lower back support in this position. Now we're going to go to that big range of movement. Drive up, draw in, drive up, draw in, drive up. Oh yes, you are most definitely working your core and your lower back. Feel the abs contract as you draw in, and feel the activation of that lower back as you drive up. Abs, lower back. Abs, lower back. Abs, lower back. That's it, beautiful. Give me 8 more, and try not to speed up like I just did. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, beautiful job. Knees together, reaching arms up in front of you and pulling back. Big inhale through the nose, big cleansing breath. Beautiful job. Okay, let's take those mats back to where they were before. Bring them all the way back. Nice work. All right, so now we're going to come into an upright position. I'm sure you're going to be very happy to get away from that mat. If you have a set of weights, I want you to grab them. I want them to be nice and light. Don't grab anything heavy. You can have the option of switching to heavy weights when we do biceps, but for now I prefer to have a lighter weight. Now, I'm going to go sideways because I want you to watch my position. You're going to ankle your toes towards the corner, and then you're going to create some flexion through that position, okay? And you're going to draw up through your spine. So facing you, feet more than shoulder width apart, softening at the knees, flexion, right here. Now I'm focusing on my arms. I'm taking my weights together here, and I'm drawing up, and I'm bringing it back to center. It starts really easy. If you feel like you definitely can handle heavier weights, feel free to grab them. But we're going to do lots of reps. So lighter is probably better. 8, 7, draw up through that spine. 6, 5, 4, bringing our focus to the upper body. And one more time, back to center, right here. Now, bring the elbows right into your waist. And from this position, hold onto your weights. You're going to extend your arms out to the side, and then you're going to draw them back in. Out to the side, draw them back in. That's it, beautiful. And in. Be aware that you're working that upper back, and your core is activated throughout this. It's giving you a nice, long, stable spine. That's it, beautiful. Anytime you need to take a break, place your weights on the floor and just do range of movement. We're doing 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, tuck those elbows in, 3, 2, 1, elbows in right here. Okay, now We're going to drop the arms all the way down. And this time we're going to bring the arms slightly below shoulder height and release. Slightly below shoulder height and release. That's it. Nice, long, straight arms. You can have a small bend at the elbow. Just a small one though. There you go. Activating your shoulders and your forearm. Keep going. Make sure your wrist is straight and there's no flexion as you lift up and down. So keep it strong and straight. Lifting up and down. Again, lots of reps. And we're flying from one to the next, which is why I suggested a little lighter weight. So feel free to lower the weight anytime you like. There you go. Beautiful job. Now we're going to add on to this one. Okay? On this one, you're going to lift up and hold. Lift up and hold. Draw out. Come back to center. And slow release. Slow release. Lift up. Draw out. Back to center. And slow release. That's it. Maintain control. Activate your core. And release. Up. Draw out. Center. Release. Focusing on the core for stability and working that upper body. Nice shallow breathing. Let's try 4 more. I know the arms are getting tired. Lift up. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Here, release. Take the arms to the side. Roll the shoulders back. I know you're ready for a little break. Here we are. We're at the break. All right, release it. Now, your arms are to the side. You're going to angle your arms straight out to the corners, and then you're going to bring them back to center. Notice my arms are nice and long. I might have a slight bend at the elbow. It's like creating a V. So lift up to your V. That's it. Keep recruiting that core. My spine is nice and long. Keep going. I'm just going to give you a side view. I'm looking directly in front of me, and you are activating your shoulders. You already knew that because you're feeling them. You're like, yep, I know. Let's do 4 more. 4, beautiful. 3, 2, and last one. Nice work. Roll the shoulders forward for 4, 3, 2, release them down. Now we're going to focus on your triceps. So you're going to draw the weight up to the center. So it's resting right in front of your chest. The upper arm is completely stable, and I want you to create distance between your ears and your shoulders. So don't compact everything. I want you to drop your shoulders and stabilize the upper arm. Your extension is coming from that lower arm. So move your lower arm out and draw it in. Press out and slowly draw in. Press out and slowly draw in. Nice work. That's it. Working the muscle on the top of the arm. Yes, keep going if you can. Now, if you need a break, drop the shoulders and roll them back and take a break. If you don't, you're going to continue to press out. I want you to try 8 more if you can. 8, keep the shoulders down. 7, that's it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one coming up, I know. Draw in, release, wonderful work you guys. Roll back. We're gonna do 1 more set. We're gonna do biceps. So if you wanna go to a heavier weight, now's a good time to do it with the biceps. Roll so the wrists are facing forward. Curl up and release. Upper arm is stable, elbows tucked close to your waist, lifting up and release. Up and release. Nice work. Nice shallow breathing. Now I want you to keep working your biceps. We're just going to change the angle. So now your dumbbells are facing forward as you continue with your bicep curl. So rather than the wrists being towards the ceiling, they're going to be towards your waist. There you go. Keep going. Lengthen the spine, recruiting that core, feeling the contraction through your bicep. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful job, you guys. Roll your shoulders back. Keep your weights in your arms, in your hands, I should say. Give me 2 more still curls. 1 and 2. Okay, take your weights, place them on the floor. All right, right here. Now, before we go into our stretching, we're going to do a few lunges. I want you to lift up through your spine again, recruit the core, take one leg, and it doesn't matter which one it is, and lunge forward and hold. Now in this position, check that your knee is over your toe. Relax your arms. You don't need your arms at all. Drive back right here and come right back to the same position. Hold, hold, long spine, right? You're drawing back and then tap. Lunge forward, hold, and tap back. Lunge forward and hold, and tap back. Lunge forward and hold. Beautiful. And tap back. Notice my spine is not moving. I am not hinging forward from my waist. It's long and it's straight and it's stable. The movement is coming from my lower body, which is why I'm not using any weights or anything. I want you to really focus on correct body alignment as you lunge forward. This time you're going to lunge forward and you're going to hold it. Hold. Now, drop deeper and hold. From this position, you're going to drop down and small lift. 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 Oh no, we're back to the glutes and the hamstrings and the quads. Yes, we are. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Draw back. March it out. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. Other side. It's not unusual to have one side be stronger. So same body alignment. Lift up through the spine. Anchor yourself. Recruit that core. Lunging forward. Stop. Check that your knee is over your toe. And you have a nice long straight spine. Relax your arms to the side. You don't need them for this. Keep your chest open. Tap back. Lunge forward and hold. Tap back. Lunge forward and hold. That's it. Beautiful. Tap back. Notice I'm not using momentum. I'm slowing everything down and requiring my muscles to recruit and stabilize. There you go. Beautiful. Great job. Nice long straight spine. Now exhale as you lunge forward. Get ready to hold. Hold. Go deeper. Yes, now hold this position. So rather than coming up, we're going to go down. Ready? Down, pulse down, pulse down, pulse down, pulse down. Beautiful. Hold, 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 hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, step back, march it out. Beautiful job. I know you're ready for your stretching. All right, I'm gonna go sideways. Again, I'm gonna lift up through my spine. I'm gonna take one leg, draw back into a quadricep stretch. My other knee, the foot that's on the floor, that knee is nice and soft. Give myself lots of stability. Now hold this. There's a little balance required, or a lot of balance required with this. So find a spot on the floor or the ceiling to help yourself, okay? So here you are in a quadricep stretch. This is the start of the stretch. Now we're gonna layer it. We're gonna make it more intense. We're gonna take our hip and we're gonna maintain the same position, but we're gonna press our hip forward. So start pressing your hip forward. Keep pressing. Notice the difference. Feel the heat coming into the top of the leg. Yes, hold it right there. Recruit your core. This is where your stability is coming from. Now, extend one arm. Keep the shoulder down. Beautiful. Nice, shallow breathing. Now, in this position, drive the hip even further forward. Feel your glutes tighten, but the wonderful lengthening through your quadriceps. 4 big muscles on top of your leg. They are lengthening beautifully. Now, release the arm, release your leg, flex your foot. So strong dorsiflexion, flexion to the ceiling. Now, hinge from your waist, activate your core, drop your hip back. And you're gonna feel a wonderful stretch in your hamstring. Take both hands and place them on top of your bent knee. Roll your shoulders back and draw your chest forward. Again, this is the start of the stretch. We're going to start to layer it, intensify it. If this feels really intense, stay here. We worked a lot of the hamstring and glute today. So it might be really tight. In other words, if this is really tight, stay where you are. You don't need to work any harder. Take that tailbone and lift it up slightly. Yep. You just intensified that stretch. Nice work. Now take that dorsiflexion, that flex foot, and draw the toe even closer to your chest. And now, again, you intensify the stretch. You're going to feel the lower calf muscle stretch even further. Keep recruiting that core. And now gently lift up. Nice work. March it out. Let's go to the other side. Nice wide stance. Transfer your weight over, recruit that core, lengthen through your spine, coming to your quad stretch. One knee directly across from the other. Relax your arm to start. Draw your ears away from your shoulders. That's it. Nice work. Now, lift up with one arm if you can. If you need to hold on to something, go ahead and do that. It's not a big deal. Keep your shoulder down. Now, start to press that hip forward and increase the lengthening of your quadricep. As you do that, draw the belly button tightly into your spine. That's it. Really important that the leg that's on the floor, that knee is really bent. It's giving you a lot of stability by bending the knee. Okay, draw the hip even further forward. Yes, you can. Just a little more. Beautiful. Hold it. Nice shallow breathing. Now release the arm and release the leg. Nice work. Take that heel into the floor. Draw the toe towards the ceiling. Hinge from your hip, recruit your core, both hands on your bent thigh. You're keeping your chest open rather than rolling down. Think about taking your shoulder blades and putting them in your back pocket so you're expanding through your chest. Nice. Now, small change. Lift your tailbone up. And notice the difference that makes to the lengthening of your hamstring. Keep that shallow breathing going. Another small change, draw that toe a little closer to the ceiling and feel a lengthening in your gastrocnemius, the big calf muscle. Draw that belly button in. And lifting up again. And march it out. Take your legs wide. Nice soft march. Create a little movement. In and out. In and out, softening up those legs. That's right. Back to center. All right, now hold the legs out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Big exhale. Well done, you guys. Great job today. Have a wonderful weekend or whenever you use this video. Great to see you. Take care, Tony.
Thanks, Shelley.